आज म तपाईलाई B.Ed. सेकेन्ड इयरको मेजर इङ्ग्लिस सब्जेक्टको रिडिङ्स फर द न्यू होराइजन्स भन्ने इङ्ग्लिस सब्जेक्टको चाहिँ आज म तपाईलाई चाहिँ यो मेन पोइन्ट म तपाईलाई चाहिँ सेयर गर्न गइरहेको छु। यहाँ चाहिँ यो चाहिँ युनिट 4 को चाहिँ मेन पोइन्ट रहेको छ। युनिट 4 को यो एजुकेसन एन्ड ल्याङ्ग्वेज टिचिङ, जसमा चाहिँ 8वटा लेसन्सहरू छन्। मैले तपाईहरुलाई त्यो सबै लेसनहरुको केही छोटो मैले तपाईहरुलाई चाहिँ सल्भ गरेको क्वेशनहरु मैले तपाईहरुलाई चाहिँ शेयर गरिसकेको छु। आज म तपाईहरुलाई तिनै 8वटा लेसनहरुको चाहिँ आज म तपाईहरुलाई चाहिँ मेन पोइन्टहरु म तपाईहरुलाई चाहिँ म यहाँ शेयर गर्ने छु। यो मेन पोइन्टहरु चाहिँ तपाईहरुले चाहिँ यो हरेक लेसन अनुसारको मैले यहाँनिर यो राखेको छु। यो तपाईहरुलाई म शेयर गर्ने छु। यो चाहिँ तपाईले चाहिँ सम्झनै पर्ने यो लेसनसँग सम्बन्धित चाहिँ मेन पोइन्टहरु यो चाहिँ तपाईले चाहिँ सम्झनै पर्ने हुन्छ। यो चाहिँ तपाईले नोट गरेर राख्नुस् पर्यो। त्यो बरु क्वेशन आन्सरहरु चाहिँ तपाईले चाहिँ सल्भ गरेको क्वेशनहरु बरु नोट गरेर नराखे तापनि यो मेन पोइन्टहरु चाहिँ तपाईले चाहिँ तपाईले चाहिँ नोट गरेर राख्नुस्, ताकि तपाईलाई चाहिँ यो मेन लेसनमा चाहिँ समय रूपमा चाहिँ तपाईलाई चाहिँ बुझ्न सजिलो हुन्छ। म तपाईलाई चाहिँ यो शेयर गर्ने छु। तपाईहरु हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ लेसन यो 1 मा बी रेडी टु लर्न, जस्तै ओशोद्वारा लेखेको। यहाँनिर रहेको छ 3 कति 6-7 वटा पोइन्ट छन्। म यसलाई पढेर सुनाउने छु। ओशो डिफाइन्स द मिनिङ अफ डिसिप्लिन एज अ प्रोसेस अफ गेनिङ नलेज अर लर्निङ. He blames the ancient gurus and prophets for misinterpreting the concept of discipline. Discipline is not limiting or confining oneself within certain roles. He distinguishes between a knowledgeable person and an ignorant person who does not accumulate but frees himself from knowledge. Discipline should originate and begin from within us, not by borrowing from others. The present moment is not most important for us, not the past or future moment. यो चाहिँ मेन पोइन्टहरु राखेका छन्। यो चाहिँ कुरा चाहिँ तपाईले चाहिँ सम्झन सक्नु भने यसलाई नै तपाईले चाहिँ एक्सप्लेन गरेर तपाईले चाहिँ कुनै पनि आन्सरहरु तपाईले चाहिँ लेख्नलाई सजिलो हुन्छ। त्यसैगरी लेसन 2 मा रहेको छ अल्टरनेटिभ स्कुलिङ सिस्टम. The present education system considers that children must go to school for learning. We learn many things outside the classroom. Is learning the result of teaching? No. We learn many professional skills outside the classroom. Schools put too much emphasis on learning theory, which make demotivate students. Schools inculcate the feeling of discrimination and social satisfaction. Our school system is the oldest, and its aim was to produce a rational individual free from passions, full of universal affection, continuously self-education and educating and striving to reach the highest goal. Gurukula education was caste-based. Homeschooling education, the children at home is growing today. Most parents are dissatisfied with the present education system. Homeschooling use a wide variety of teaching methods and materials. यो चाहिँ रहेको थियो अल्टरनेटिभ स्कुलिङ सिस्टम. यहाँनिर पोइन्टहरु केही पोइन्टहरु रहेका छन्. यो पोइन्टहरु तपाईले चाहिँ नोट गर्नु होला. त्यसैगरी लेसन 3 मा फिनिशिङ स्कुल, माया एन्जेलियाले यो लेखेको. While young white girls enjoyed the life of princess, little black girls were doing dishes in their houses. Margaret is a black girl living in the south who belongs to the bottom of the socio-economic ladder due to her race, but despite this all the girl girls were to go to finishing school to learn correct social behaviors. As part of her finishing school, Maya becomes a maid for Miss Viola Cullinan. Miss Cullinan is a very depressed woman in several ways. She has marriage problems. Her husband has married a black woman from whom he had 2 girls. She is unable to have any children of her own. Because of her sad and lonely life, Cullinan becomes alcoholic. Margaret is bullied by remaining her as Mary, which she responds with anger for injuring her pride, and she wants to quit but knows her family would not let her, so she breaks Miss Cullinan's prized china to be fired. She showed us the importance of standing up for ourselves both through her struggle and through Miss Cullinan's. Angelio leads us to this conclusion rather than telling us so we can form our own opinions. यो चाहिँ फिनिसिङ स्कुलको रहेको छ। त्यसै गरी यहाँ लेसन 4 मा रहेको छ ESL in Africa and Asia, Stephen Gramley. ESL stands for English as a Second Language. English is not a native language for the vast majority of the African and Asian population. English plays vital roles in Asian countries like India, Singapore, and Philippines. English has remained a dominant language in both Africa and Asia in government, administration, legislation, judiciary, higher education, business, media, and science and technology. English language can be classified into different categories and levels on the basis of its speaker and variety. When language is used as minority and institutional language, or as language used when no other common language is available, it is termed as default language. English language has been playing the role of lingua franca as well as colonial language is in some countries that belongs to Asia and Africa. त्यसै गरी लेसन 5 मा यहाँ रहेको छ आइडियोलोजी इन द क्लासरूम, अरुण पी Mukherjee. Mukherjee shares his observations and findings on the issues of pedagogy and research. Pedagogy refers to the style, strategy, and theory of teaching, while research refers to the systematic investigation to bring new fact. In the story, The Perfume Sea, Lawrence reveals the economic and cultural domination of the Third World and the effects of the colonialism during the post-colonial period. We should not forget local reality while judging any literary text, that is, every text has both universal and local reference. The colonizers assume the people of colonized countries as physically and mentally inferior than them. Richard Oman argues that young minds do not know how the literature plays the role in the society. Mukherjee claims that literature is more than form. यो चाहिँ रहेको छ आइडियोलोजी इन द क्लासरूम लेसनको। त्यसै गरी अर्को लेसन यहाँनिर रहेको छ द सोर्सेस अफ इङ्ग्लिस भोकाबुलरी, यो पनि स्टेफन ग्रामले नै लेखेको हुन्। The text focuses on the origin of English vocabulary and their sources. Vocabulary is one of the important aspects of language. In the Old English Anglo-Saxon period 450 to 1150 AD, the English language was influenced by the Celtic, Latin, and Old Norse respectively. In the medieval period 1150 to 1500 AD, the English language changed its pronunciation, grammar, and addition of vocabulary. The Middle English was particularly influenced by the French, Dutch, and Scottish languages. In the modern period, 1500 to present, the English language was influenced by classic, colonial, and immigrant languages. The meaning of the words can be studied as iconic meaning, sound, symbolism, and meaning as reference. यो चाहिँ रहेको छ द सोर्सेस अफ इङ्ग्लिस भोकाबुलरीको। त्यसैगरी यहाँनिर रहेको छ लेसन 7 मा कन्भर्जेन्स अर डाइभर्जेन्स, स्टेफेन ग्राहमले यो पनि। द टेक्स्ट फोकसेस अन द ग्लोबलाइजेसन अफ इङ्ग्लिस ल्याङ्ग्वेज एज अ युनिभर्सल मिडियम अफ communication. Globalization has been the reality of the 21st century, and English has a key role in this process. The convergence and divergence of the language is affected by globalization. People want growth. Growth demands cooperation. Co-communication demands globalization. The linguistic relativity assumes that the language they speak determines people's thoughts. Sapir-Whorf hypothesis proposes that language is prior to thought. Without language, we cannot think. New technology has initiated multicultural societies and given birth to diversity in English languages. The writer expresses hope regarding the diversity in English language used today. यो चाहिँ रहेको थियो लेसन 7 को कन्भर्जेन्स अर डाइभर्जेन्स भन्ने लेसनको। त्यसैगरी अर्को यहाँ अन्तिम लेसन रहेको छ वर्ल्ड वाइड वर्ड्स, investigating the English language across the globe. English is a rich language in terms of its words. It is also not easy to say how many words English language has now. No two dictionaries have listed same number of words. Almost every word in a language has its inflected forms, separate senses, and compound forms. The biggest dictionary in English language consists of 4 million entries. But still there are many words outside the dictionary. Like words, it is difficult to access how many words a person uses and knows. There is again problem in the dictionary of vocabulary is as active and passive vocabulary. Every day a speaker creates new words which are not included in the dictionary. David Crystal claims that there are more than 1 million words in the English language excluding scientific terms. यो चाहिँ रहेको छ अन्तिम लेसनको वर्ल्ड वाइड वर्ड्स भनेको। यो चाहिँ रहेको थियो तपाईहरुको निम्ति यो युनिट 4 को एजुकेसन एन्ड ल्याङ्ग्वेज टिचिङ को चाहिँ सबै लेसनहरुको चाहिँ मेन पोइन्टहरु, ताकि तपाईले यो पोइन्टहरुले चाहिँ सम्झनु भयो भने तपाईले चाहिँ पुरै लेसनमा चाहिँ के कुराहरु छन् एज अ समरीमा चाहिँ तपाईले चाहिँ बुझ्न चाहिँ सक्नुहुन्छ। यो कुरालाई चाहिँ तपाईले चाहिँ नोट गरेर तपाईले चाहिँ राख्न सक्नुहुन्छ र यसलाई तपाईले चाहिँ टेक्स्ट पढ्नु भन्दा अगाडि यो पढ्यो भने तपाईलाई पनि सजिलो हुन्छ। पहिला सुरुमा यो पढ्ने, त्यसपछि तपाईले टेक्स्ट पढ्नु भयो भने अझ तपाईलाई धेरै सजिलो हुन्छ। टेक्स्ट पढिसकेपछि यो चाहिँ तपाईले बनाउने हो। यो चाहिँ यो मेन पोइन्टहरु चाहिँ यो कुराहरु हुन्छ भन्ने कुराहरु, तर यो पोइन्टहरु तपाईले चाहिँ पढ्नु भयो भने त्यसपछि टेक्स्ट पढ्नु भयो भने तपाईलाई चाहिँ धेरै थोरै भयो भने तपाईलाई चाहिँ यसले हेल्प गर्दछ। यो चाहिँ रहेको थियो सबै लेसनहरुको मेन पोइन्टहरु। अब आउने समयमा म तपाईहरुलाई अरु बाँकी रहेको युनिटहरुको पनि म तपाईलाई यसरी नै मेन पोइन्टहरु सल्भ गरेको क्वेशनहरु अनि त्यसपछि मैले चाहिँ तपाईहरुलाई चाहिँ समरीहरू पनि म तपाईँलाई चाहिँ चाँडोभन्दा चाँडो हाल्ने नै छु। समरीहरूको अलिक टाइम लाग्ने कारणले गर्दाखेरि मैले अलिक भ्याइरहेको छैन, तर पनि म तपाईँहरूलाई चाँडोभन्दा चाँडो समरीहरू पनि म तपाईँलाई चाहिँ ल्याउने कोसिस गर्नेछु। हुन्छ, आजलाई यति नै। आउने समयमा अरू बाँकी कुराहरू म तपाईँलाई चाहिँ यसरी नै म सेयर गर्ने नै छु। तबसम्म मेरो भिडियोलाई तपाईँले लाइक गरिदिनु होला, अनि मेरो भिडियोलाई यो तपाईँको साथीहरू माझ पनि सेयर गरिदिनु होला, ताकि उहाँले नै केही कुराहरू चाहिँ सिक्न सक्नु भएको होस्। र अहिलेसम्म पनि तपाईँले मेरो च्यानललाई सब्सक्राइब गर्नुभएको छैन भने तपाईँहरूले चाहिँ मेरो च्यानललाई सब्सक्राइब पनि गरिदिनु होला।